Myself, Jeremy Winters, and our other guy, Craig Thomason, is up here with us. We're hunting with Abe Dugan. He's a big bear. He's got a big white V on his chest. Pretty cool. We bailed off the hill real quick, got down in there, and just not able to get on him.
You might get a gap.
Stay on him.
Got him.
Got it, perfect.
I told everybody I wasn't going to shoot the first day, and 4 shooter bears on the same hillside.
Out popped that other big chocolate bear. We threw the gun back down, you know, got behind it, got everything ranged up, the wind doped.
Ready.
2 bears in 5 minutes! We found the first bear right away. We picked up the trail of where the other bear, and it was starting to worry some of us because he picked up his trail quite a bit further than from where the other one had died. It sucks. That was the big bear. So we started tracking it. Sure enough, it went and went and went. Hopefully he's down here, but it's not looking good. We've trailed him a long ways, and there's only so many places for him to go. And Abe was pretty worried he got in the water. By the time it was all said and done, we were all standing on a cliff looking over the edge down at a big raging river. This was his last stand. Looks like he stopped right here on this ledge for a little bit, and he bailed. We can see bounce marks all the way to the bottom down there. The bear fell, landed on a snow bank. When he fell off that cliff, landed right here in the snow. I think he had so much momentum, it kicked him out in those rapids. That kind of shot him right out into the middle of the river. We're poking around in these holes right here just to see if he sunk to the bottom, but my guess is that current took him, put him in one of those big holes. And, you know, that's my luck. But it turns out, you know, I shot the biggest bear of my life the same day as I lost the biggest bear that I've ever shot. I think he's gone. Sucks. That was a big bear, too. Biggest of the 2 that I shot. Kind of a wasted tag now. You know, that's just how it goes sometimes. Everything doesn't work out perfect. It'll be a hunt that I'll remember forever.
What do you think Mikey's doing right now?
One of the loggers up here at one of the camps said they spotted a bear on the back side of this mountain. We're gonna go see if we can't find him this morning. About a 45-minute 4-wheeler ride, so pack everything up tight and hit it hard. So we're rolling up to our glassing spot. We come around the corner and boom, here's this bear. Can't see much of it, just kind of the back black line of it. We thought, well, let's see how close it's gonna get. It looked like it was coming right towards us. Kept getting closer and closer, and I seen Paul just kind of scooting back further and further. Pretty quick, he got to the point where our wind was just quartering right to him, and he caught our wind and just spun around and took off. Pretty cool though. It was a really nice bear. It was too cool of an experience to shoot him. We just wanted to see how close he'd get to us. Whoa! Holy smokes! I don't know what to think. It happened so quick, but pretty awesome. I don't think he was quite the bear we were looking for, but man, what an awesome experience.
So let's take this right down.
as we shot and gained experience and knowledge, we realized that the idea that you have to correct for different air density, which is elevation, temperature, or you have to correct for inclination, that becomes very significant. The development of our rangefinder that measures all those conditions, and it knows what your turret's built for, and it gives you a shoot-to range. Now we've just simplified that whole process of push the button, dial the turret. You can shoot uphill or downhill in 11,000 feet or 2,000 feet.
I don't know how we could ever go back to the way it used to be. Billy's got these spots that he really likes to hunt. It's these great big slides, and the grass seems to green up on them fairly quick. And so he sees bears there early, and he sees them higher a little later in the season. But it was kind of a bugger getting down there. It's the old forest growth, a lot of moss, down timber, rotted logs. We got over there, and it looked like a good spot, and we got up the hill to where we could watch the whole clear cut. We took just a minute to clear a little brush. The fall off the little knob we were sitting on wasn't quite right. We threw up a log and threw some dirt up around it, to kind of give a good resting place for that bipod. Important just to take the time and set up a very comfortable, very solid shooting position. Especially if you end up having to take a shot at some distance. Gave us about a 600-yard shot on the longest end, but down to about 350, 400 on the closest end.
Okay, the same range, but now it says MOA 5.8.
So 5.8, so like most scopes will have those numbers on them.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just go 5.8 minutes.
Instead of dialing the range.
Right, so you could use it for just about any scope with the MOA dial on it. We sat up there for a couple hours, didn't see anything. We were loading up our backpacks to head down off the hill for lunch. We got about halfway down the hill and Billy spots a bear. Right in the bottom, right where we've been looking the whole time. All you could see was her back, the angle was wrong, so we turned around and hustled back up the hill.
Must have been there the whole time, just taking a nap or something. But Billy's sizing him up, see if he's good enough to shoot or not. Right now he's sitting about 500 yards. He looks like he's a pretty fat bear. It might be the one that the guys have been telling us about. It might not be.
Couldn't quite see exactly what we were looking at. Just a big fat bear. Billy, he got a good look at her. It was a sow, and we opted not to shoot. Looked like a good bear, 6 foot plus bear, but just not what we're looking for here.
It was such a high, and like Jeremy was talking about in his hunt, such a high and such a low within like a 24-hour period. When the way that all played out and the way it all worked, it was tough. It was tough. But when the dust settled from that, and it was time for me to pick up my gun with a bolt this time, I was just pumped and excited.
Well, I tried to do the honorable thing and spot for Jeremy first. So hopefully my wingman, Jeremy, who won't doze off, will spot for me. We'll have a good time. BC Bears 2014.
In the exact same spot where Jeremy had shot the day before, and in the same clear cut, there was this black boar. These guys quickly sized him up, and they said, this is the bear you really need to shoot. So we didn't have much time. It was right before dark. Again, we'd been through all those highs and lows of the day. So it didn't take me long to jump down. Jeremy got behind me with the wind meter. He ranged him for me, and You know, the conditions were really pretty perfect for that because we had been through it the day before. We kind of knew what the wind was doing in the canyon.
Well, lo and behold, we're back here to the identical spot that Jeremy shot from last night, and we think this is one of the bear we saw. He looks like a big black boar. I don't know. I'm just taking Abe and Jeremy and everyone's word for it. They're telling me to shoot, so I don't argue. So we're down here, we're getting set up on him. He's right in the middle of this clear cut, perfect. Jeremy's got the rangefinder. Looks like an 870 shoot to distance. We got a little left to right wind. Jeremy's gonna dope it and call it in, but I think we're gonna pick this bear if we can get a chance.
All right, Craig, I'm seeing a little bit of wind right in the bottom down there, barely moving the leaves. We're gonna call it 2 miles an hour, okay?
875 click off.
The G7 Ballistic Rangefinder is a one-button ballistic solution that works with your rifle, scope, and ammunition, uses your ballistics to calculate your drop and wind solution to 1,400 yards. 4 devices, your ballistics. Perfect solution. Available at G7.com.
875 click off.
Got him right in the shoulder. A little bit far forward. Nice. I think you guys run the ball right there. Give him another one. Wait. Okay, went in right at the big, right below the big one. Yep, hit him. Oh yeah, no, it dropped in. Hit just on that, just behind that ball. Perfect shot, Craig.
That's where I wanted to hit.
What do you think, bro?
Good shot, man. That's awesome. Yeah, we got him. We got him. Perfect shot. Good wind dope. Looked like it dropped right in on that shoulder ball. It's quartered through him. I think we got 1 long, 2 longs, and then maybe even an offside leg.
So Jeremy coached me in on the perfect wind hold, dialed, ranged, and made a perfect shot, you know, right behind the shoulder. Bear ran off, went into the trees, and then Abe said, okay, we got to recover this bear tonight. There's such a high, you know, density of bears that he could be gone by the morning. So Abe took off as fast as he could to get down there and try to locate this bear, and then we met up with him a little bit later, and sure enough, the bear had expired right down close to the bottom of the canyon. It was just an awesome feeling, and again, kudos to Abe and all the work that he does and knows these animals in these conditions.
Well, as you can see, we got this big bear pulled out of the alders. He spun, ran in there. Looked like we put a good shot on him. Longest shot of my life, and no doubt the biggest bear in my life. So thanks to Big Boar Outfitters, and what a stud. We're having a great time up here. Got dark on us too fast for a real good quality recovery, but as you can see, what a stud. So great time up here in BC with Big Boar Outfitters. Thanks to Johnny and Abe for making it all possible.
Hunting apparel for long-range pursuit provided by Sitka and Kenetrek Boots of Montana. License applications made through Cabela's Tags. Brought to you by Gunwerks, G7 Optics, Night Force, Hornady, Flatline Ops, and Caldwell Shooting Supplies.
I noticed there's a bolt in there today.
Thought it might be a good idea to at least take the bolt today. Now bullets, I don't know if I have any bullets, but I got a bolt.